I got to talk to you about something that's been on my mind. It's about Toast POS. It is built for restaurants, designed specifically for food service industry. Toast understands all the needs of operators, from fine dining to fast casual. It really does. It's an all-in platform. From front-of-house ordering to back-of-house reporting, Toast streamlines operations, saving time and increasing efficiency. There's tableside and mobile ordering. Servers can take orders and process payments right at table, speeding up service, improving guest experience. And with the way labor is right now, I mean, I got to tell you, thank goodness for that, you know? If you're looking for a point-of-sale system, I highly urge you to check out Toast before you go and look anywhere else. That's toasttab.com. We love it. It is a fantastic solution.
Live from DirecTV Studios in New York City, it's the Hospitality Hangout podcast with the restaurant guy and the finance guy.
Thank you, Shatsy. I want to welcome you all more formally to the Hospitality Hangout, a hospitality-focused podcast where the founders of Brand Hospitality Group share their insights and bring technology and innovation leaders and brand leaders, or leaders of brands that are making things happen in the industry we love. My name is Jimmy Frischling, otherwise known as the finance guy, and I'll pass it back to Mr. Michael Schatzberg, also known as the restaurant guy.
Jimbo, I got to tell you, we are super excited. We've got an amazing guest, an amazing show. Things are going great here at the Hangout. Listenership is up. Viewership is up. People are having a good time. I'm having a good time. I had a great weekend. I'm coming in on fire. I was downstairs. I had like 3 espresso. Oh, so I'm ready to go.
Coming in hot.
I'm coming in hot. I got to tell you, I loved your newsletter this weekend. I feel like there was a little bit of, I feel like I struck a chord at dinner. Because we had dinner on Thursday night, I think, right? And I think I struck a chord because I said, you don't watch TV. And I think you're missing out on a lot of really good TV. And you're like, oh, I can't. I have an 8-year-old. And I'm like, I got to be honest with you. I think there are a lot of people with 8-year-old children that are married that seem to be able to watch White Lotus, Landman, right? Friends and Neighbors, right, Heather? I mean, I know that we didn't bring you in yet, Heather, but I mean, you're shaking. There's some really good TV. So I think it struck a chord. And I think now you can watch great TV.
Oh, yeah, but my takeaway, because our other guest at dinner said I need to modernize my watching, if for nothing else, for references in the newsletter.
Yes.
And then I teed that whole thought up, and then I gave that great Friends Ross, and I referenced the 1988 movie.
It's like Friends and Mystic Pizza.
And my point was,
this is not new.
Right, my point was, I heard what you're saying, and then I expressed myself with, thank you for the advice, and now I'm going to go do what I want to do.
You went right back to right back to what you know, which is great. But by the way, Jimbo, you know what I was thinking about? So I had the pleasure of hanging out at our restaurants. I was at Isabel's, and you know what I was thinking about?
What were you thinking about?
Because, we've got a bunch of restaurants in our little group.
Quite
20 restaurants, right? So I try and spread my love around to all these restaurants. And what I recognize, and ours are fine dining, high-end, right,
yes,
is that, great food obviously is super important, right? You got to have good food, right?
Yes.
But atmosphere, it's really important.
Aha.
Like a lot of people forget. And we've been to a couple of joints on the Upper East Side. It's like they're old school. There's no atmosphere. It's bright lights. There's carpeting. There is no music at all. And I'm thinking how important today, as I go to some of these like cooler restaurants that are popping up all over the place, music is really important.
Yes.
Right? I mean, it's really an important thing. And that's where I think that like a lot of people don't understand what DirecTV, like for business, is doing. Like they're piping in some really great music into your venue to keep it so it's just not crickets in there when it's empty, and when it's busy, there's nice background music. So I got to tell you, if you're a restaurant operator and you don't have really great music, you're missing out, man. That helps keep people engaged, So that is my shameless plug for DirecTV, Jimmy. All right, I said it.
It's a well-deserved plug, I got to tell you.
I said it, and I'm done. But you know what we got to get to?
We
got to get into our great guest. Am I right? Can I talk a little about Heather?
Let's do this.
Okay, Heather Neary. Okay, she went to Millerville University and a BA in English. Okay, and I saw her on the golf course. Her English is exceptional, exceptional English.
She's saying she speaks good, real good.
She speaks super swell.
Super swell. Yes.
She speaks really well. And then she goes to Penn State, right, and gets an MBA in finance and marketing, right? Harvard Business School, education, executive, something or other. It's Harvard's in there. It's business, Jimmy. It's important. I can tell you it's important. I don't know what she did there, but it was important. She's in copy editing, publishing. She's doing all these things. manager at Esselet. I don't know what that is, but it seems like it was probably very important, right? Then she goes and she works at Aunt Annie's. See, that's something I can.
Here we go.
I can sink my teeth in.
Aunt Annie's.
See, the Aunt Annie's, right? And she's there for 15 years and works her way up to marketing manager.
Yep.
To, wait for it, Jimmy, president. And we've been talking a lot about how
It's the
marketing people.
Yes.
Finance people are like on the outs when it comes to executive.
I know. I got to
teams,
rethink
right?
my whole career.
Yeah,
here.
you really should, Jimmy. Maybe this whole idea going into banking and finance was a bad move
People
for
want
you.
the marketing, the right side of the brain, the creative side of the brain. That's the presidents, that's the CEOs. That's
and
the
there's
move.
still time for you to change careers,
So
Jimmy.
you're saying I got a chance.
I do
All right.
think you have a chance. You look great. You look young. President, she's 15 years there. She moves to KBP Brands, KBP, right? She's there for a couple of years, right? And then wait for it, she becomes the president and CEO of Taco John's. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, one of the greatest golfers I have ever seen. Heather Neary, president, CEO of Taco John's, crushing it. It is so great to have you here, Heather Neary. Let's jump into it, Jimbo. We got a lot to cover, and she doesn't have a lot of time because she's opening up stores.
We do. I just want to ask Heather, first of all, thank you for doing this. Appreciate you being on our show. Maybe you could introduce yourself, and then our listeners are always curious. How much did Shatsy get right?
I must have gotten something.
Well, he got some things right.
All right.
Esselte is the company that I worked for in marketing. They are in Long Island. So I was a Long Island resident for a little while.
Nice.
Where'd you live in Long Island, Heather?
I lived in Garden City.
Oh, see, I don't have those in my talking points here. I get
That's
talking
okay.
points. Yeah, Esselet. I
That's
mean,
okay.
yeah, you're a New Yorker.
Esselte, yeah, I was a New Yorker briefly. I loved it. And then Auntie Anne's, not Aunt Annie's.
Oh,
Auntie Anne's.
what did I say?
Aunt
Aunt
Annie's.
Annie's.
Oh, that's what I call it. In my house, we call it, what did I say? Auntie Anne's? What? What the hell
It's
do I got?
Auntie Anne's,
Auntie Anne's.
but it's no big deal.
It's a big deal to me. Julie,
All you
what are
need to
you
remember
doing?
is the pretzels are amazing.
Yes,
the
they
pretzels
are.
Yeah,
are
it's
like
pretzels.
the best thing
Yes.
since sliced
Yeah,
bread.
it's pretzels. We see them everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, fantastic.
Yep. Especially in New York.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we got
right.
something right.
We got something right.
Yeah.
You are at Taco John's now.
I am at Taco John's now.
And you are
I've
the
been
president
here
CEO.
for a little, exactly.
All right,
I've
that's-
been here for a little over a year.
That's all that matters. And you're crushing
Yeah.
it.
All right.
Having a blast.
As we kick into this, I have to tell you, I told Heather as we were in the green room waiting to be admitted to the live studio.
Yes.
I love the tagline for Taco John's, the triple B, as I've just nicknamed it, bigger, bolder, better. I think I have such a respect for the brand. It's a very competitive space, and yet here Taco John's come out. They're bigger, bolder, better. So let's talk about this a little bit. As Shatsy made fun of me, I think he was making fun of me about how my TV watching is, at least my adult TV watching is not remotely current. My Disney Channel and Nickelodeon watching is I'm on fire. But while I don't watch much TV, I will say I always love the show Undercover Boss. And I think what's fascinating to me about executives discovering what's really happening in the front lines of their operation. So when you started at Taco John's, yes, you did not go on Undercover Boss, but you clearly dove into the operational pain points and you wanted to identify things quickly. So take us back, if you can, to those early days. And had you gone on the show Undercover Boss at Taco John's, what do you think you would have witnessed and made you think, hey, we need to fix these things immediately? And more importantly, what changes have you implemented as you thought about the operational challenges and how to kind of, again, move forward with this great brand?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I think operations are still near and dear to my heart. I did start in marketing, but about 3 years into my 15-year Auntie Anne's career, I also swapped over to the ops side. And I think at the end of the day, fundamentally, having a strong operational base is critical to any brand's success. So you can have the sexiest, most glamorous marketing in the world, but if the guest isn't having a consistent experience operationally in the restaurants, we're in trouble. So from my perspective, I got here, I saw a lot of really great things happening. 56-year-old brand. I think opportunities for us, existed in that consistency execution. We've got a lot of restaurants that are all over the upper Midwest, 22 states that we operate in, and just an opportunity for us to be a little bit more intentional about making sure that guest experience is the same, whether you are in Waterloo, Iowa, or Billings, Montana, or Minneapolis, Minnesota. So we've introduced a scorecard, franchisee scorecard, that we put out every month It's published for the entire franchise system to see, and it grades each restaurant on their operational excellence metrics, whether it's speed of service, whether it's guest complaints and guest satisfaction, whether it's on how well their team is trained. All of those components are critical to our success as a brand long term.
I love it. I love it.
I do too.
Let's jump into something. Let's just go right into it, okay? Heather, I'm going to right into it. I feel like we know
Let's
each other
do it.
really
You think
well.
I didn't go in? You think I didn't get into it?
Not
What you
really,
saying?
because we're going to go into some trademark.
All right.
We're going to go to some trademark stuff. I mean,
Ooh.
Taco Tuesday, that's a term that's been thrown around a lot. Jimmy uses it all the time. Everyone does. And I did a little research, and Taco Tuesday was 1968. 1968, it dates back to, it first appeared in restaurants, and that's at least the information I'm getting, okay? And then I guess there was a restaurant, I think, in New Jersey that maybe they trademarked it, maybe they didn't, but I guess they took claim to Taco Tuesday. And then there was a whole big thing going around with Taco Tuesday and Taco John's. Where does that stand now? Can we talk about that? And where does it stand now? And what's your take on it? And just let's just. Can you take me through it? And were you involved in this? And did you come up with the idea of using Taco Tuesday at Taco John's? And what is Gregory's Restaurant in New Jersey? And what are they? I mean, are they still around? Tell me about this Taco Tuesday. Because
So Taco Tuesday is the best day of the week. First of all,
Right.
Yes.
Let's just start.
Absolutely.
Agree.
There. And actually, any day that involves tacos is a great day. So there's Taco Monday, there's Taco Wednesday, there's Taco Friday, Saturday, Thursday, etc.
Yeah.
I was not here when Taco Bell and Taco John's had the conversations around Taco Tuesday, so I can't speak to how it was handled here.
Mm-hmm.
I will say we're just excited for guests to enjoy tacos. We would love, in an ideal world, for all of those guests to have tacos at Taco John's, and we'll be doing I'm just putting a teaser out there. We're doing a lot around Taco Tuesday beginning in July.
Nice.
Is that
So,
Taco Tuesday, like TWO's day?
You know, Shotzi, I can't give you
Oh,
all
you
of my
can't.
secrets.
We
Yes.
can't even get breaking news?
You took a shot.
I'm giving you the inside
Yes.
track that there'll be some Taco
Yes.
Tuesday
There
news
is going to be
coming out
Taco
at
Tuesday.
Taco
The
John's
spelling.
in July.
The spelling of that Tuesday, though, is interesting.
Jimmy, Heather Neary has breaking news. We believe there could be a big announcement. This is the preliminary breaking news announcement ahead of the bigger breaking news announcement that there will be, or could be, there might be, we're not sure yet, but a Taco Tuesday.
Yeah. By the way, you know what I just heard there? I think Heather Neary and the NFL, I think Taco John's and the NFL, the National Football League, have something in common. Hear me out.
Let me hear it.
NFL was a Sunday, Sunday,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
All right.
They
And
own Sunday.
They own Sunday.
Own-
And then
own-
what did they do? All right, Monday night. Do Monday night
We
football.
own Monday, too.
We own Monday night.
Monday night.
Okay, you know what else I did? Sunday night football. We'll
We
take
love Sunday night, too.
You know what else? Thursday night football.
Thursday night, too.
As soon as the
And then Saturday.
And as soon as the
Black
NCAA...
Friday.
As soon as the NCAA
Black
stops
Friday.
playing,
Yeah.
they own Saturdays. Here's what Taco John's doing. Taco Tuesday, yeah, it's nice, it rhymes, it's good, it works. But you know what? Taco Monday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Oh,
Friday,
right.
Tuesday,
Exactly,
Wednesday, Thursday.
exactly. You think-
Tacos. There you go.
And
That's what
not for nothing, the best NFL team on the planet, the Buffalo Bills.
Yes, of course.
Their quarterback hails from the University of Wyoming.
Josh Allen.
Which is home of one of our Taco John's legacy markets. So there's a whole connection there that
There
you
you
didn't
go.
even know about that you all just walked right into.
There we go. I'm
Go
telling
Bills.
you, the NFL and Taco John's. Listen, Commissioner, here you go. Taco John's and you're the same.
Should be a sponsor.
Yeah.
Just take it over. Just take it. Why stop on Tuesdays? Take the week.
I agree. By
Take
the
the
way.
week.
100%.
I can eat a taco anytime.
Seriously, when is something not more fun and better with a taco?
Breakfast, lunch,
Yeah.
dinner, our entire menu is available all day. So
How can you not be in a good mood when you're holding a
after it.
taco?
I love a breakfast taco.
Love a breakfast taco. All right, there you go.
course.
But we should. by
We
the way,
solved that, I
we should-
guess.
By the way, I almost think we have to end the podcast. I think there's nothing I can contribute more than that.
I feel
gotta
like
go.
we solved the whole
I gotta
Taco
go.
Tuesday thing.
All right, you solved the Taco Tuesday. Listen, I want to take you back to a simpler moment. Okay. The days when high school students, they pile into their local burger joint, their soda shop after the big game. We're thinking Happy Days and Arnold. Now we're really dating ourselves. Grease, the Frosty Palace, but, Friday Night Lights, okay? These are not just restaurants. These are community gathering places. And you've mentioned that your most engaged operators understand their communities, especially in legacy marketing. You don't become an almost 66-decade brand by not understanding your community. So Taco John's has become the go-to place for celebrations. Again, Friday Night Football. See, now here we go, football. In an era, but here's my question. In an era of digital ordering and ghost, kitchens, How do you maintain that old school community connection? And what role does physical locations play as you build these emotional bonds with your guests?
Is there a question? Is that a question?
That was the question.
That's a long question.
Nostalgia meets digital. Here we go.
Nostalgia meets digital, and they can both thrive together. So I guess from our perspective here, we thrive in some of our smaller markets. We've grown up in smaller markets around the upper Midwest, which we're really proud of. We love being part of our communities. We love people telling us stories of their memories of going to high school football games and then stopping at Taco John's afterwards. There's definitely a correlation there. We also have to evolve as time moves on, and there's still a need for those local hangouts. But now maybe you order on your digital app first before you get there, so you don't have to wait for your tacos, because when you're hungry for tacos, you're hungry for tacos.
Yeah,
And
no, I agree.
that digital app experience lets you get in there and get your tacos pretty darn quickly. So we can live in both worlds really, really harmoniously. We can definitely still be part of the communities, and that's a really important part of our business.
I want to start keeping tacos like wrapped up in my glove box of my car. Would they
a
stay
good
in
call.
there if I keep them in there? How long will a taco stay, do you think? Is it like weeks, or is it just like
You
an
know,
hour?
from a food safety perspective, I probably shouldn't comment on that, but I'll give you that to you to
Heather,
figure
don't
out.
walk into that one.
No.
Let's talk about something that's really been a big trend. I think for the first time ever, like last year, they recorded like people were drinking less alcohol. Like I think they recorded like less wine sales since like the Middle Ages, or like, you know.
To your point, all three segments of the market, spirits, wine, and beer.
Yeah.
First time in over 30 years
Yeah.
that all three had a decline.
I think that was also, Jimmy, you took like January off, and I think that was probably the biggest dip they've ever seen.
Hold on, watch this, Heather. She says, I don't drink anymore.
And they don't drink any less.
I don't drink any less either.
Yeah, but I mean that's a big trend right now. We're seeing it in our restaurants, and like mocktails, and everyone has a different name for these things. But you guys are are bringing in a whole launching dirty sodas. And that's a big trend also, these really interesting combinations of sodas and even different flavorings and even garnishing, making them really cool. Let's talk a little bit about dirty lemonade, because I love lemonade. I like frozen lemonade. I like vodka in my lemonade. I like gin in my lemonade. I just like lemonade, right? Who doesn't like lemonade?
I love lemonade.
So talk to us about this Taco John dirty lemonades and a little bit about that, and just the dirty soda trend a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, it's an opportunity for us to connect to our younger audience. It is a hot trend among younger folks. It is an opportunity for us to push out a great beverage for the summertime. I also love lemonade. Lemonade's a great, refreshing drink during the summer. We played around with dirty lemonade in a couple different fronts. We also played around with dirty sodas. We decided to launch the dirty lemonade for the summertime only, as a way to tap into, those great summertime flavors while also staying on trend to attract a younger guest to our audience.
And are you doing, is it just like dirty lemonade, like the regular traditional, or can I throw a little raspberry lemonade, a little strawberry lemonade?
We've got flavors. You could do raspberry. I don't think we have strawberry right now.
But you have a berry.
Did
A
last
berry.
year.
Berries are good in lemonade.
There's berries. And you can also do a dirty soda as well. So throw it into your Pepsi, into your Diet Pepsi, into your Mountain Dew.
I love that.
Dr. Pepper is my personal favorite.
Ooh.
But I also love the Diet Pepsi and the dirty lemonade as well.
Yeah, I do like that. And then the other thing I wanted to talk to you about before Jimmy just jumps in and hogs up all of the airtime is just snacking. Because, we grew up, it was kind of like, it was like 3 meals a day, right, Jimmy?
Sure.
Breakfast, lunch, and you eat dinner. Yeah. And your mom always told you what was the most important meal of the day? Breakfast. And now everyone's saying it's not the most important meal.
Turns out it's not.
Apparently it's not the most
Apparently
important.
not.
I don't know what the most important. Apparently it's not very important at all. But it was like the most important meal. I have to have a good breakfast. Apparently not. But like snacking has now become, they're now calling it the fourth meal of the day, right?
Yes.
So let's just talk a bit about the opportunity, because look, Taco John's, I suspect, you're paying rent 24/7, I suspect, right? Unless you got some weird lease deals going on that I don't know about, right? So the idea that you can drive traffic breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but also there's those shoulder periods that, like I know in our restaurants, people are like, we got to drive more traffic at 3 and 4 o'clock. I'm like, you know why no one's coming in at 3 and 4 o'clock? Because no one eats at 3 and 4 o'clock. You know what I mean? And we're full service. Like no one they come in for lunch and then they leave and then they come in for dinner. So there is no. Talk to me about snacking and how you're like driving some traffic during those off periods. And what is a snack? Is a taco a snack now?
I think snacking is whatever you want it to be, right? It's whatever you're hungry for in the moment. We've got breakfast available. in the mornings, but our full menu is available all day long, which is great.
Even
so
breakfast?
You're getting off on,
Or
not
breakfast
breakfast.
ends?
Breakfast is over at like 10:30 or 11.
Right.
But a taco is a quick little bite to eat if you're on your way home from soccer practice and dinner's not going to be served for a couple more hours. You've got that. We've got these potato olays, which you guys don't live in a market where Taco John's exists right now. But potato olays are these little nuggets of golden goodness, and they're just delicious little crowns of potatoes that we serve to our guests. And you can get them with a little bit of cheese. You can get them topped with our ground beef. You can get them with sour cream. With
Do I have any of these coming to our office right now? Is there somebody bringing something to us?
We don't have Taco John's in New York City right now, unfortunately. But Taco John's and potato olays are a great snack.
You can't DoorDash it because the nearest one's in Massachusetts.
It could travel. Yeah. Doesn't it travel?
In your glove compartment, apparently, but Heather and I didn't want to comment on that.
I mean,
I want to ask a question.
Was a taco a sandwich, Heather? Is a taco a sandwich?
Is a taco a sandwich? Sure, why not?
Jimmy, you
That's
see?
That's good. I like that.
A taco is a sandwich.
What I like about tacos is essentially a taco, to Heather's point, you can dine any way you want. For example, for me, maybe 3 tacos is a meal. 1 taco is a snack.
Exactly.
Or maybe 4 tacos is a dinner. 3's lunch, and 2 in the afternoon. I go, that's a snack. Like, there's a lot of way to the combinations.
What's 1 taco for you?
A small snack. A delicious.
But you can also, here's the great way to snack, though. You look at it that way.
Yes.
You do a taco, and then you want to try a little variety, and you add in a quesadilla, or you add in our taco Bravo.
Now, a quesadilla, that's a sandwich, right? A quesadilla is a sandwich.
Sure. You fold it in half.
Yes.
That's a sandwich. Is a burrito a sandwich?
Sure. Handheld.
I love this, Heather. Everything's
I'm very liberal with my
definition
definition of sandwiches.
Look, Heather reminds me when we were applying our Sylvia to school, all the schools would say, we're going to meet you, and we can meet the children where they're at. We meet the kids where they're at. Heather's like, look, you know what? We'll meet you where you're at. If to you a burrito, you want it to be a sandwich, it's a delicious sandwich.
Taco Fridays. That's what I want. Taco Fridays. Taco John's. Taco Fridays. I love it. I really do.
Listen, the competitive landscape of which you play. I mean, look, there's no part of our industry, I believe, that isn't competitive. But the Mexican, QSR, the quick serve restaurant, the limited service restaurants, that is certainly among the most competitive spaces. You have a number of players out there, and there
like who, Jimmy? Give me an example of a competitor.
Taco Bella.
I know that. I've heard of them.
Kelsey, Travis's favorite. I think it's
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
I never say that right, by the way.
That's why I was saying Travis Kelsey, because he didn't say it right, so they actually made a joke about it. There's the Adobe, the PDF company that makes. No, that's Qdoba. Sorry, Qdoba. See, when Heather's on the show, that's how I treat her peer group. Taco Bella,
with full disrespect,
Chipotle, and Adobe. But no, in all seriousness, you guys have been around, as you said, 56 years. You've carved out your own space, and part of that, as we talked about, was the community engagement and some of the differentiators. But you are competing with groups that have substantial budgets. So yes. you're like the not the little engine that could, but to a certain extent, you're playing. With there's some behemoths in your space. So how does it that you guys differentiate yourselves in a market where competition's fierce? Some companies have larger budgets to spend on. And yet you guys got to play the sport. So how do you leverage operational advantages or otherwise to compete in this again, very competitive landscape?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I welcome competition. It makes all of us better and stronger. And I love seeing the innovation to challenge each one of us to elevate our games. From my perspective, our tacos at Taco John's are differentiated in that we make so many things fresh in our restaurants. We haven't done a great job of talking about that in the past. We're beginning to do more of that. Our taco shells are made fresh in the restaurant every day. They're freshly fried every day in the restaurant. We make our pico de gallo in the restaurants. We make our guacamole in the restaurants. In many cases, we make our ground beef, our taco meat in the restaurants. We do a lot of things really well that give those freshness and quality cues that really elevate the experience. Our biggest challenge is making sure that our guests know that about us, because when there's competition down the street, we need to make sure that they're choosing to come to Taco John's instead of going anywhere else.
You know what I heard you saying, Heather?
All great.
Taco John's is better than everybody else. That's what she's saying.
That's not what I said.
No, they're bigger.
That's what I heard.
No, they're the triple B. Bigger, bolder, better.
Are your tacos bigger than anybody else's? Is there more girth to them?
Well, If you look at specs, our taco is bigger than one of our bigger competitors out there.
Because my kids have
Yeah.
told me they felt that the Chipotle,
Travis
Chipotle. They said that they think there's some shrinkage going on. Is that? And I don't. I'm just. They've heard.
It's very cold. It's very cold outside.
They've heard there's shrinkage going. They said that they're smaller than usual, at least in the ones that they've been eating at. I wonder, Heather, can you speak to this?
Heather's not going to speak to that.
I have not had
the
a Chipotle taco recently.
Yeah, but you
I
go
will
and
tell
check
you
the
that ours-
competition, right?
I do. I have not had a Chipotle taco recently.
Do
But
you bring
at the
the
end of
stuff-
the day, I'm focusing on ours.
Yes.
But do you have like a test kitchen? You must have a test kitchen, right? And do you
course.
like go out and say, look, we're going to get all the competition and bring it in and like rip it apart? Because I remember back in the day, like when we owned the car market, right? American cars, right? And there was a time that Japanese were trying to make cars. And I heard that they would like go buy a Chevy, or a Buick, and then they would bring it, they would rip it apart and see how they made. Do you go and rip everybody else's like taco and burrito apart? See how do they do it? Or you're like, I don't need to do that. Mine's better.
I think what we do more of is go out to our restaurants in the markets that we're in and take a look at the products we're serving,
Right.
and then either recognize those teams for doing great work or coach them on how to make sure that they're making their products to spec. Because again, that consistency piece is critical in the franchise business.
Well, when are we getting a Taco John's in New York now that I'm all hungry?
I don't have an answer for you there, but do know that it's coming.
We could help.
Yeah, is there something that we can do? What is it? You got a 5-unit deal in Manhattan we could take a look at?
5?
I got to start somewhere. Is that too traditional?
Modest. It's so modest.
Isn't it a 5-unit deal you start with?
She meant a 5-unit deal down in the Flatiron district of Manhattan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I would start with
How many Starbucks are there in Manhattan?
I was starting. I mean, Starbucks had to start with 1. You don't have any. I thought we'd start with 5. Jimmy would be the master franchisee.
That's why Heather's the CEO. She's like, I'm not doing 5-unit deals.
Who's the head of
50 units?
Who's the head of
50 units to
franchising?
start.
Can we get Jimmy introduced? I feel like Jimmy wants to be a Taco John franchisee. Is that possible?
We can make that
excited by
happen,
this.
Jimmy.
Let's
But
make
we
that
need to make
happen.
sure it makes sense. We need to make sure that we've got enough penetration
Yes.
to make it
Will you give
brand
Jimmy
awareness.
a discount
We need to
on
do
the
supply chain?
Will you give Jimmy a discount on like the fees and stuff?
Now, you know what?
can talk about that.
Let's go favored nation status, and Jimmy pays full price.
Oh, is that right?
That's right. Jimmy pays full.
All right. Well, listen.
That's right.
I got to tell you, we're going to talk more about how fresh they are, but I got to just take a quick break. But we're going to get the word out that Taco John is better than everyone else because they're fresher and more delicious, and they're bigger and they're bolder.
Yeah.
And what are they? More beautiful?
Better.
Bigger, bolder, better.
Bigger, better, bolder.
Triple
All right,
B, the
let's
triple
go
B.
right. Well, listen. Don't go away. We're going to take a quick break, okay? And we got a lot more to get to it. Hot or not. And the brand the quick fire, Jimbo, okay? So don't go away. Hospitality Hangout. Be right back with Heather Neary, one of the greatest golfers I've ever seen. All right, we are back, and here she is, Heather Neary, hot or not, playing with Jimmy. Are you ready, Heather?
Never been more ready.
Oh, I love it.
She has no idea what
Here
we're
we go.
playing.
Oh,
but she's
we're
ready.
playing hot or not.
Right.
I'm going to ask you something. You're going to say it's hot or not,
There you
right?
go.
All right, restaurant mascots like Ronald McDonald, people dressed as chickens, cows standing outside. Restaurant mascots, are they hot or not?
Hot.
Hot, Jimmy.
How fun is that?
Yeah, Jimmy, it's
Let's
fun.
be-
Yes.
Let's be whimsical and silly. I love it.
Yes.
Loyalty programs, hot or not?
Hot, but they've got to be really customized and personalized. Can't be generic.
Ghost kitchens, are they hot or not, Heather Neary?
I would say ghost kitchens probably had a place in their time. I don't know that they're still as hot as they once were 5 years ago.
You could say they're not hot. We won't get mad. Heather said they're not hot, Jimmy. That's a not.
We heard what she was throwing down.
AI drive-through, Heather, is that hot or not?
We're using it, so I'm going to go with hot, hot,
Oh,
hot.
Jimbo, there you go.
Ooh.
Hot, hot, hot.
Yes.
You don't usually get that, Jimmy.
Got a lot of
Would you
hot.
care to opine?
I do. I was going to dive into loyalty, particularly in light of there were some announcements over the weekend about some brands you'd expect have already been fully loaded with this, and really came out with a somewhat perfunctory, less than it was like a digital punch card. But since I mentioned that, you said loyalty hot if done the right way, if personalized. Comment on that just a little further, because I think that's really the crux where it can't just be loyalty for the sake of loyalty. You've got to engage your guests. So comment on that. And then I do want to come back quickly on the AI for drive-throughs. I think that's really interesting.
Yeah, so I think from my perspective, the idea of loyalty is loyalty, right? And if you want somebody to be loyal to your brand, you can't offer them the same thing that you're offering the other 300,000 people in the club.
Yeah.
So you've got to create one-to-one experiences, one-to-one unique conversations with that guest We've got to do things that appeal to the guest. We know what the guest is doing. Let's make sure we're customizing our offers to them and our communications with them in a way that's meaningful.
I got to tell you, I agree with everything you just said over there. Jimmy?
I do as well.
Did you want to talk about AI drive-thru?
I would, yeah.
Because it is hot.
You guys are doing it, and it's such a, well, you know what? I'd love you to expand on what you're doing and how you're leveraging AI in the drive-thru.
Yeah, we started leveraging AI in the drive-thru, about a year ago, probably like April, May of 2024. We've got it now in 13 restaurants. We're continuing to expand every week. We're getting ready to roll it out to our whole system later this summer. It has, not only has it increased check average, it's also reduced labor in the restaurants, not because we're reducing labor, but because we're reallocating labor back to the line.
Key point.
We've sped up our time through the drive-thru, and it's overall been a really fun experience. It guarantees upsells every time. It offers different things to the guests based on what they order. And she's really smart, and she never calls in sick.
Who is she?
Who is?
And how does she get to
Elena.
13 restaurants?
She's Elena, and she's very busy.
Elena.
How does she run around to 13 restaurants this
Hang
woman?
on a second. She's Olena.
Olena,
We sell potato
sorry.
olays.
Potato olays. Olena.
Oh,
Olena.
And how is Olena? What kind of accent does she have, this Olena?
She's got a great Upper Midwest accent.
Really?
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I must meet this woman.
she's amazing.
She knows Siri. Siri can set you up.
Does she?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask
Ask
about
Siri.
Olena.
Ask Siri.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Siri about
Yeah.
Elena.
Yes.
All right, listen, we're going to jump. I got to tell you, that's an area that really it's helping operators, right? You're really improving efficiencies and probably basket size too, because how many times does a server forget to say, "Hey, do you want,
Right.
you want something else?" With this Elena, you know what she doesn't do? Forget.
She doesn't
She
forget.
never forgets.
She's
Lady
great.
never forgets.
You know, and her benefits are not very robust. She has no health benefits, what I understand. but what I understand, Elena is forming a union.
Oh, well.
This is what I heard. When she gets to 100 stores, she's unionizing. All right, all right, listen. Let's go into game day draft, okay?
Yeah.
Game day draft, okay? What we're going to talk to you about is what is Heather Neary's perfect game day menu lineup. We want to know which restaurant you're picking as your first draft pick for each of the categories that I'm going to say. So, for example, I'm going to say chicken wings, and you're going to say where you get them from. Like, if Heather, you're responsible for all the food. We're all going to watch, whatever, the NBA Finals. You're responsible. We're coming to your house. Chicken wings, where you getting them from?
I'm getting chicken wings from a little place in Pennsylvania called the Cat's Meow.
Cat's Meow. Where you getting? We also want burgers at this big game party at your house.
You want burgers?
Yeah. And you can get them delivered anywhere. It doesn't matter. It's not like one of these Taco John's, New York City. We're limited. We can, get them delivered.
I don't eat a lot of burgers. Let me think about
But your
that.
friends, you have guests coming. Guests
My
coming.
friends,
And guests
my
are
friends
coming.
love burgers. My friends would like Shake Shack burgers.
Way to
Nice,
go.
nice.
Shack.
And we're going to have chicken sandwiches. Where are we getting our chicken sandwiches from?
We're getting chicken burritos from Taco John's.
Nice. I love it. You know why? Because a burrito, Jimmy, is a sandwich.
sandwich.
Damn right. And if we had to get French fries, where are we getting French fries from for this delicious party at Heather Neary's house that she invited Shatsy and Jimmy to?
We love fried potatoes. We love potatoes, period. So we're going to get the potato olays from Taco John's as well.
Yeah,
try
so
these potato olays.
Taco John is supporting this party. So it's going to be a great
Exactly.
party. And I got to tell you, and maybe the price is right. You get a discount when you order? You can tell us.
I do.
You do get a discount.
At our corporate restaurants, sure.
What about any store in the whole world? Do you get a discount? Like you walk in and say,
I
I'm
do
Heather
not
Neary.
ask. I don't do that.
Do you have a card that you can give me?
I don't, actually,
This is
because
the-
I would like to get your sales in my
Yes.
drawer.
Yes. Heather,
My
you see, the
restaurant.
restaurant guy keeps looking for the discount. The finance guy is like, I want to own equity, and then no one gets a better price than me, and I pay full price. I want to boost the
100%.
equity value.
Well, all I know, Jimmy, is the one thing I can say is the one common denominator that we will have is DirecTV will be a part of this sports watch party.
No question.
Because whether you're in a restaurant or you're at home, DirecTV. But this is DirecTV for
I see
business.
a triumvirate. We got DirecTV. We got
yeah.
their Sunday NFL ticket, and we've now connected. Like literally, the NFL is going to embrace Taco John's. There you go.
Yes,
There we
100.
go.
Well, we just set that up, but I
Set that
feel
up.
like there's probably some remuneration for us.
Maybe.
We'll talk to Heather. I got a discount card coming. Jim, you got a hat coming. There's a lot of really good stuff.
I just need a hat.
All right, real
Jimmy's
quick. Guess
signing
how
an
many?
NDA.
Wait, what?
Jimmy signing an ADA for Manhattan.
Yes.
It's all good.
Yes, 100%. 5-unit deal, Jimmy.
50.
Oh, 50-unit
50.
deal. I got to tell you, Manhattan, we got 8.5 million people. We can support it. We
Yes.
can support it,
100%.
All right, let's play a game of Guess How Many, all right? Guess How Many with Jimmy and Heather, okay? Guess how many pounds of avocados Americans consume every year. Heather, would you like to take a guess?
Oh, I would say how many pounds globally in the United States?
Just
I would
America.
say 500 million pounds.
500 million pounds. Jimmy, would you like to go higher or lower with that? Doesn't really matter. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go higher.
You have the answers, Jimmy.
I don't. I swear I don't. I don't.
I don't be cheating.
I
on
don't.
Heather.
I'm not
All
gonna
right,
cheat.
what do you think? So
I'm just-
500 million.
I'm gonna go. I'll go with 550.
That's like half a pound a person.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
In
go
America.
higher than Heather's number.
Higher than.
Also, if we're
Yeah.
playing by Price is Right rules, if I'm over, I lose. So
It's 25 pounds per person and 8 billion pounds.
8 billion
Wow.
pounds.
How do we have
I
that many
love
avocados?
avocados.
Where are we
That
growing these
sounds awesome.
avocados? It's ridiculous.
Not in the United States.
That's a lot of avocados.
We got to bring back the avocado growing here. We got to bring back. It's not gonna happen.
California grew avocados at some point, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, didn't they like make guacamole there? I feel like it started there.
Yeah, they still do make some. They still
Yeah,
do.
just not
They're not
enough.
making
Some.
8 billion pounds of it.
All right, guess how many tacos Americans eat every year? This is something right in your wheelhouse, Heather. I feel like you should get this. You should nail this. And if you don't,
Per
we'll edit it
person
up and
or
make sure that you get
a
it. right.
macro number.
How many tacos Americans eat every year?
I think each American should eat about 700 tacos a year.
Every American eats.
Wow.
That's what you think.
Should.
I agree. And I think you're low. I think it should be more like 1,000 tacos. But that's not
2 a day.
Two,
About 2 a day.
two tacos a day. That's what they eat.
Give or take.
Well, that
I
2 a
think
day,
so.
but that'd be like what is that?
700,
Like 800 tacos.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. Wait, did she give a number?
No. How many tacos a year?
I said, well, let's go with 750 a day.
Total.
A
No,
year per
total.
person.
How many tacos do Americans eat every year? We had all the tacos that everyone ate, and what's that number in America?
700 million.
700 million. Jimmy?
So I'm saying 300 million people. I'm going over. I'm going 2.2 billion tacos.
Yeah, I like that, Jimmy. It's 4.5 billion with a B tacos.
Wow, that's a lot of
Every
tacos.
person is eating 13 tacos per person. Does that math work?
Not to me, because that's like
Yeah,
that's
Julie,
like one
Not
visit.
enough.
There's
Not
350
enough.
million people times 13. What does that come out to? That's like a billion, right? It's like 1.5 billion. Yeah. Julie, you're terrible with your math. We talked about this. Just get a calculator out. Yeah. All right. Well, listen. It's 4.5 billion, okay? And there's enough tacos to stretch to the moon and back twice. Is that number accurate? Because how big the taco is. You can work with somehow. Well, all I know is a taco is a sandwich, though, right, Heather?
Absolutely.
A taco's a sandwich? Well, that's all that matters. All right, all right, listen. We got some math wrong there. All right, let's go to the branded quickfire, right? Because Heather's got to get back to opening up stores and do a deal with you, Jimmy.
Yes.
She's already she got the FDD all loaded up.
I'm excited.
She's sending it to you, going to sign. And Jimmy, you were going to
gotta
be the
sign.
newest Taco John franchise operator.
I'm gonna call my store as Taco J's.
No, I don't think you do that, Jimmy. I think-
No. Taco John's. The nickname will be it's Taco John's.
I think
Taco
that you
John.
probably have to get a permission, Jimmy. You can't just go.
even slang.
Well,
All
there's
right.
brand standards.
All right, sorry.
obviously. You
Taco
can't
John's.
just-
Taco John's.
Yes, it's Taco John's.
Consistency.
Taco John's.
Already,
yes.
already, Jimmy's getting like a letter from you, dear Jimmy.
Get your
His
shit
file's
together.
already getting big.
Yeah,
Get your
Jimmy,
shit
you're already
together,
on the
Jimmy.
shit list on
Sorry,
the Taco
Taco
John.
John's.
All right, Heather, are you ready for a little quick fire?
Yes.
You're in charge of the playlist, okay, at Taco John's or something. You're in charge of the playlist, okay? What music are you playing on the playlist?
Cher.
Oh yeah, but with Cher.
Tina Turner.
Are you strong enough to be my man? Are you strong? Tina Turner. Yeah, I love it.
Tina Turner. A little Tupac.
Nice.
Pat Benatar.
Pat Benatar.
Eclectic.
Yeah.
Grateful Dead.
Ooh, Little Dead. I just saw them at the Sphere. Awesome.
Yeah, they're pretty amazing. And maybe some U2.
All right, I like it. That's a nice playlist, Jimbo.
Very nice
Yeah.
playlist.
Do you know that music, Jimmy? Or are
I know
you still
all-
in like... Blues Clues or something.
No, I know all of it. But I mean, I haven't bought a new album. I haven't bought a new artist in
I don't
30
think anyone's
years.
buying new albums.
I
That's another one. Just that you said I haven't bought a new album. You haven't been to Sam Goody?
No, I've been saying.
You got to get over to Sam Goody.
Gotta get
Jimmy,
it.
Goody's got it.
Goody's got it.
Goody, got it. Yeah,
Goody's
Jimmy
got it.
hasn't been to Sam Goody. Heather, are we dating ourselves here? You're like, I am with the
Yes,
two
because I'm right there with you.
oldest white men in the world right now. How did I get on this? What was the last thing you Googled?
What was the last thing I Googled?
Who is?
I don't know. That's a good question. What did I Google?
why I
last?
asked it.
Let me go look. I think I learned how many tacos does it take to get to the moon?
Oh, is that? Yeah. And did you come up? What'd you come up with?
4 billion tacos.
Well, that's what we came
Don't
up with.
know.
4.5 billion.
4.5 billion.
It depends on how big the taco is.
Right. That's
Right? It
Yeah.
could be a mini tacos. So all right. So that was a very important question. So you didn't believe Julie either. All right.
No.
Taking inspiration from the nostalgia question earlier, where are you hanging? Are you going to the Peach Pit? Are you going with the 90210 crew? Are you going to Frost Palace with Danny and Sandy, right, from Greece, you know? Or are you going to be with Arnold and Happy Days, you know, or the Mac, Saved by the Bell? I'd love to say
Oh,
by
dear
the
Lord.
Bell. So where
I
do you
don't
want
watch a lot of TV either. I'm going to go with Peach Pit.
The Peach Pit was great. The original 90210 was awesome. Am I right?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
every
And then
person in America, you didn't watch
spin
that,
off
Jimmy?
Melrose
I
Place?
watched that. I did.
That was great.
I don't watch any current shows. I would have not seen White Lotus either. So
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, Jimmy.
There we
I
go.
watch 60 Minutes every week. That's my favorite show.
Oh, really? I can get some of that music for you if you want.
Yeah, I can't. I still have PTSD from when that music of 60 Minutes is playing. I used to think about how much homework I didn't finish, and I got to
like that.
do my work. And if football's over, got to go do my homework.
Well, then, Heather, this is not going to make a lot of sense then, because I'm asking you what your favorite show to binge watch is. It 60 Minutes? Are you just binging 60 Minutes?
I don't watch a lot of TV. I watch SportsCenter sometimes on repeat if I'm on the treadmill for too long.
Da-na-na.
Yeah. Wow. This is so sad.
I'm
so
sorry.
no Landman, no Yellowstone.
I have not seen Landman.
By the way, Heather,
saw a
literally,
couple
this
episodes
is
of
the
Yellowstone.
dinner I had on Thursday night, where Schatz
Yeah.
and the
I
other
wish I
guests
was
were
supporting
shaming
Jimmy.
me about
I
me
wish I
not.
was there to
They kept
support you.
naming shows that they're all loving, and I'm like, I'm not watching any adult.
But Heather, you travel a lot, I suspect, right?
That's what they did to me.
I
So
do.
don't travel.
Download on the plane and watch some stuff?
You
I'll
know,
get you
I
some
fly
shows.
Delta, and Delta has free TV, so I generally watch CNBC, which makes me super lame. But
I'm with you.
Yeah. I say you tell everyone that you're traveling and the internet didn't work, so you couldn't do any work. It was, I don't know, I was on this flight. I got to tell you, I'm cursing out Delta. It doesn't work, and I had a...
Well, I will say I did fly back. I flew to South Africa and back last month, and that was 17 hours on a plane. So I did watch Lioness.
Nice.
Oh,
was
how
really
good was
good.
that?
So good.
Okay, that's
So
Taylor
I did
Sheridan.
watch that.
So that's
And then I watched.
if
what
you
else?
like
I
that,
watched
you will
Friends.
love Landsman and Yellowstone.
I watched 2 seasons of Friends on that flight.
Well, you could never go with friends. What were you doing in South Africa, by the way? Can we talk about that?
I was on safari. I was on vacation.
Oh, so you're not opening up at Taco John's? Because I was ready to cue the breaking news music that we got Taco John's.
No, I
So
was
you
on
wanna-
vacation.
Oh, safari. What was that? Can you give us a little about that?
Elephants, lions,
Bears?
gazelles.
Oh, my.
No bears.
No bears, sorry.
No
Yeah,
Yeah, I
bears.
don't think
Leopards,
bears are in
Sorry,
Africa,
lie.
Jimmy.
All right.
giraffes,
Giraffes.
I like it.
Cape buffalo.
I gotta tell you, was it
Hippos?
everything
Rhinos?
you thought it would be? Like, were you like, or was it like amazing? Like, oh my
It
God,
was spectacular.
spectacular. So
Yeah.
it was much better than the Disney. What's the
Exceeded
Disney?
expectations.
Yeah, the Disney
animal
park,
kingdom.
Animal
The Animal
Kingdom.
Kingdom.
Yeah, no,
Like, that's
exceeded my
lame-o.
expectations.
Yeah, because
So
all the
amazing.
animals are sleeping whenever you go into like Animal
No.
Kingdom, right?
That was good for me. That was perfect for me.
Did you have to get up really early to see like the
Yes.
lions? Like
5
what time?
a.m. every
5
day.
a.m.
5 a.m.
Yeah,
We
because
did a morning drive and a night drive every day.
That's when the jungle's alive.
That's when, yeah,
It's not the jungle. It's the
whatever.
It's the bush.
the bush.
We're in the bush.
The bush.
The safari, the bush.
Sorry,
All right,
the bush.
this is the quick fire. It's moving very quick right now. If you were to challenge Jimmy at a game of Seinfeld trivia, who would you have? There's Heather
I would
is shaking.
lose.
I don't think she's watched Seinfeld.
There was a lot of TV.
So,
there was a lot of TV.
Seinfeld.
Quickfire.
Seinfeld was on when I was in college, and I think it was on Thursday nights.
Oh, that was
generally
rap party.
speaking,
Heather was
Thursday
drinking
nights
in the
was,
bar.
Heather had more
Thursday nights
interesting
was
things to do.
the pre-weekend weekend.
Yeah, Heather was definitely out. So okay, so Seinfeld, you were in college during Seinfeld.
I was.
But now you're not in college anymore. Is this something that we could get you to watch on a plane that has no internet?
Maybe.
Or is it too late? As the Seinfeld,
I think it might be missed the moment.
she missed Seinfeld.
She didn't miss it. Just
If Delta puts it on their little repeat thing,
I don't think
you
they
never
do.
know.
They have Curb on Delta. You can watch a little Curb Your
I like
Enthusiasm.
Curb.
Oh, you
I've watched
have?
Curb before.
Oh, so you
Not
watched
all
Curb.
of it. I'm not like a loyalist, but I've watched episodes here and there.
Curb is definitely, it's Seinfeldy, right?
Ish, yeah.
It's Seinfeld.
Ish.
All right, so then there's no way that you will beat Jimmy or I in any Seinfeld trivia.
I mean, I know there's like Kramer. I know there's a guy named Kramer, and there's a guy named George Costanza.
There we go. She's crushing it.
That's all you need. You got it. You don't even need to watch the show. You have it. You have it under your belt. Well, Jimbo, I got to be honest with you. I mean, at this point, that's it. I am out of questions for Heather Neary, and I know we are coming up on an hour. And Heather has been respectful of time. We got to get,
Yeah, no, Heather, I'm super excited for what you're doing and you taking the leadership, the helm of this great company. It's really, I think it's a fantastic brand. And maybe we really can find a way to see you guys, you good people, come down here to New York. We'd love to have you, especially with your bigger, bolder, better menu and tacos and offering. If anyone wants to get in touch with Heather directly, you can email the podcast team.
I think I have Heather's cell phone here.
Yeah, we don't do that. At podcast@brandedstrategic.com.
This way, Heather could really get to know the guests.
Yeah, she'll use her loyalty tools and feedback tools for that.
Don't you think it's better?
No, what we do,
You're telling me that if Heather got immediate text from guests, she could really connect.
I think that might have to go down to someone on the team, not the CEO.
Hey, listen, if somebody has a terrible experience and they want to let me know, I will definitely make it right for them.
Thank you,
I had a guest
Heather.
reach out to me last week.
Thank you, Heather.
All right. And
I had a guest named Joyce reach out to me last week. I contacted her. I sent her an apology note. I sent her some gift cards. I hope she comes back to visit us again soon so we can make it right for her.
I think she will.
I'm emailing Heather today.
Hearing
from the boss,
it does matter. And we always want to thank our listeners. All kidding aside, although actually we're never going to not kid. We take what we do very seriously. We just don't take ourselves very seriously. But we really do appreciate how you've catapulted the Hospitality Hangout just up the charts and
you classed us up a little bit.
Yeah, Heather classed us up. We're a little better today for it.
100%.
But we appreciate you. So Heather, with great appreciation and continued success, and love what you're doing, I'm going to pass it back to Mr. Michael Schatzberg, our restaurant guy, to close us out today.
Heather, if anybody wants to order Taco John's, just tacojohns.com.
Yep, we have an app too.
And download the app, because if you get the app, I understand you get 25% off your first order. Is that not correct?
I believe that's correct right now, yes.
I just made that up. What are the chances?
You might have.
I completely made that up.
I was going to say, I will also give anyone who's listening Michael Schatzberg's personal credit card. And if you use the credit card, it's free. It's on Shatsy, free to you, full price to Taco John's, and we hit Shatsy's bill.
Well, can we do a swag swap, Heather? Do you have hats?
We do. I think I might have some.
All right, we got to do a swag swap. Can we do that, Jimmy?
We can do a swag swap.
All right, Julie, we're going to do a swag swap with
some
Heather.
swags.
Yes.
We'll send you them. All right, listen, everybody. Heather O'Neary, I got to tell you, absolutely
Just Neary, no O.
I was like, you just made her Irish. You're like,
I have a 23andMe up right now. Heather, you didn't realize this. I like to get to know the guests, really. And I did a 23andMe on you. And yes, your family was actually the famous O'Neary family. You don't know that.
I love that Heather called you out on that
I'm
in 10 seconds.
German.
Well, I'm saying your husband's family was the famous O'Neary family. So tell your husband that you're part of the O'Neary clan coming here in 1836. Originally,
okay, I'll let him know.
Yes. And wait, what is your maiden name?
Lead, L-E-E-D.
Yes, and I have,
Old
and
German
you're
name,
right from
Pennsylvania
Germany,
Dutch.
right? And I think you were from a small
Pennsylvania Dutch.
town in Germany, and your family was in the beer brewing business back in right, and was the first Oktoberfest. I think your family, right?
We have a Schatzberg.
Absolutely.
We have Frischling. We've got Lied. We've got German, Austria. We got a lot of.
All right, I put my foot in my mouth enough here, Jimmy. Let's take it.
All right, Schatzberg.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you.